He just really liked the idea of a bagel shop. But so he retires to take over our city, and his new character comes in, and we have that choreographed dice rolling sword fight.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Then we had the awesome party that Nick Nat 20'd and claimed my character's virginity and probably knocked her up.
Nice. And she thinks her child's a rock?
Yeah, that was Gary's original character. When he died, they
Oh.
named a
Oh.
pet rock.
Moo's character initiated the concept that my old character would be remembered by this rock, and my old character's rapier was actually affixed to this rock.
Which it magically sheaths and unsheaths as we
Yeah,
leave
it
it.
doesn't do anything, it just stays there.
The rock has no sentience, but it somehow always manages to pull something off. But I can't wait to be a player on Friday. I'll have to roll my ranger stats soon. Alright, so you guys ready?
I'm still in the middle of a book, so give me 1 second. I got my top.
Alright.
You got your top back?
Anyone else have any questions real quick while we're still just kind of going?
Did you receive the Facebook message?
Yes, I have your feeds.
Yes!
They all seem to be 1 digit short, but we'll make it work.
As you can tell, Allie is excited for her feet.
Hey.
They come up a little short as it is right now, so...
Getting that potential bonus to damage will pay off.
Oh, God. There it is. Okay, I found it. Hang on. There you go, Justin. Okay. Sent your message. And I'm ready to go.
Alright, so... Gary, you missed out last week, right? So you're gonna need the whole rundown. So, let me see what I can get going for us real quick. Last time, as our group entered into the tavern after being sneakily snuck in through Messer's disguise as an imp, they were imposed by a fully metamorphed version of Malrus's sister, who had taken on the full form as a chain devil. As she sat there, in the overly calm Edwin, the bartender, continued to serve drinks, the group proceeded to start combat as the chain devil began to wrap up Dixon in her chains, slowly crushing him as his plumage fell out. After much combat and some pretty good teamwork, the team was able to defeat the chain devil, But as that they believed the calm was coming in and everything was ready to go, another devil broke in through the back and grabbed Dixon's chains and began to sprint out the back door. In pursuit, they ran into an old friend in the form of Lady Bloodmorn possessing Zack's body. As she began to cast her spell to leave with Dixon, a small arcane disturbance only sent the bearded devil carrying Dixon back home. With quick thinking and some fast action, the group managed to overcome Zack as they pinned him to the ground, and Mesh came over with a pretty sick KO as he magic missiled him in the head. Like he was prone on the ground, and you kept magic missiling him into the head, hitting his head onto the ground until he came unconscious.
Glad he was played well.
Unsure what to do, the group gathered up, bound up Zack, and began to take him back to the only place they thought was safe, which is Helen's at the Adventure Corps. After disrupting her paperwork and giving her a small headache, the group managed to build a makeshift prison cell inside that they kept Zack in, as Helen sent out letters to all the higher guards that Dixon had been captured. As days passed, the group got weary being stuck in, as Fibian and Mesh helped Helen do her paperwork and go over maps and stuff, just to keep their minds calm. Mallory snuck out in the night to do a little bit of gambling. Crunk, being unsure of what Crunk wanted to do, decided it would be a good idea to try and start a fight club within the city. And thinking of the strongest person that they could to team up with, she went to the smash and grab. As a few exchanges of words and poorly put sentences, Crunk convinced Zack to begin to beat random people, take their wallets, and dispense of their bodies.
Oh my god! Yes, acts of evil. Love it.
So, in Crunk's confused state as of what had just happened, and Zack shoot him out, he managed to find the underground thieves' camps and tried starting fights within the pubs, getting himself KO'd by a larger tabaxi monk. Malrus and kind of snuck by, not paying attention. They all returned to Helen's for the morning. As they arrived, so did Captain Rigtrick to come in and discuss the situation. But as he walked in to get debriefed, the whole room went silent and froze still. In the stillness, a large thunk could be heard at the door as there's knocking. Through the doors open, a white tiefling, not completely humanoid, looking a lot like Malrus, but having issues holding his form, as Velifar's voice poured out and filled the room. His skin would deform and fall off the bones and then creep back up and reform, having issues. He pleaded and tried to make a deal with the group. With some sly wording and a bargaining chip being Dixon, Velifar traded Dixon back for Zack. And the group picks up right now as everyone regained consciousness and realized that Dixon needed to be saved. We carry out. The group dismantles the prison to help out Helen, as she just wants her office back and everyone out. A couple days pass, and you're all sitting at Bertha's. Crunk and Malrus have been pretty much out at night doing everything with the Thieves Guild. Crunk is almost starting to get his fight club started, but you guys meet every morning at birth as the talk, and you're all sitting at the table at breakfast now, discussing what you guys might want to do next. Indeed, it's all yours.
Maybe someone can help me not be banned from the smash and grab.
As you say, the guy sitting at the table with you goes, Smash and Grab's been kind of closed lately. They've been having issues, we've heard.
What sort?
Sorry, go ahead.
What sorts of issues?
I don't know, just hours. Just when both brothers are there, they're open. But when they just leave Zach to run the place, he's been kind of just closing up shop. They're still trying to figure everything out, but it'll probably pass. It's just a phase.
He's probably got a hobby that he's doing.
Hi. Hi, mate.
Oh, I'm putting all of our current adventure up to now down on paper in like little cliff notes at the breakfast table. Though I'm heavily embellishing everything.
Heavily.
Yeah, heavily. Long flowing hair for me, 20 years younger, and then everyone else is just kind of chumps.
Nice guy. I'm sure to read that book one. Sounds like that might be a pretty good thing to kill some time.
You know, every good book needs a sequel, you know, carry on the name, so I thought it would do is pretty good.
As you're sitting there, going and you're all eating, you kind of the noise is loud. Everything's kind of just on its own tone, but you hear it. That wonderful, wonderful noise that you know and haven't heard in a few days. As down the aisle you see Dixon coming kind of with a walking stick, walking up with a higher elf-looking guy. I figured I'd find you guys here. Oh, as you just see him still in pain from everything that had happened.
Well, it looks like you've regained your color, and then give him a little wink, and I go, you looked a little bit pale before the other day.
He gives you 1,000 miles there. You're lucky I like you for holding onto me guitar. You don't know how much I love this thing. As he just kind of tries to pat it on his back, and you just see him rolling in pain. He goes, but that's not the complete point. I'm here with few offers for guys. The town wants us to make you a little more productive.
I don't know. Seemed like we were pretty productive yesterday.
At this point, you guys are like 4 days after everything had happened.
Yeah. I was...
When I see Dixon, can I like stand up, be like, "Oh my God, Dixon, you're not a chameleon anymore," and hug him?
You just every time you guys bring up his color, you just see him sigh, and as you go to grab him, you just feel him curl up in pain. Roll me a strength check on how hard you hug him, like you try to control yourself.
Strength check.
Yeah, just straight strength. Oh, you squeeze him, and when you do, you just kind of hear him, like something pop. You're like, alright, yeah, great to see you. As he's trying to push you off. Phoebe and we're mostly here for you. As the high elf still stays kind of quiet behind him.
I poke my head up and take a look over. Yes.
Well, I've been pulling some strings, and I got you an appointment with this is, I'll let him introduce himself. And the elf walks up and goes, hello, my name is Herbert Magnus. I am the head of the Lord of Compasses.
Compasses,
Roll me a knowledge history. You know the Lord of Compasses are the top of the line map cartographers. They were sent here first. That they're very well known throughout the world. These are probably people you were thriving to be with.
I have so much to show you. I found this other map, and I go and I open up my bag of holding. I pull these maps out. I start putting them on the table in front of me. I shove everybody's food or whatever is there off.
Son.
Clear inspiration. Shoot.
This is excellent. Excellent indeed. I wanted to offer you a seat within the realm of the lords.
Done.
It's that was much. Well, there's a slight initiation fee. Nothing I can truly waive, but I've knocked it down significantly.
And that is...
It's about 1,200 gold, with Dixon covering the other 98% of it for you.
Oh my god!
Well, okay. I go and I open up my wallet and I start pulling coins out and counting them on the table.
But you see, Dix, the real reason that I brought him in taking care of this, if Fabian, we have something coming up, and I need you to work with the lords for at least the next week. Everyone, I really need you to start getting ready. I have a feeling that we're getting sent out, or at least you are, as he's still trying to crack his body back from Crunk grabbing him. I don't have much. I know that I can offer the rest of you, but he reaches down to Baldric. He goes, last time we met, you said you wanted to learn the guitar, right?
I just wanted to learn, your song in particular. You seem so cool playing it all the time. I was a little bit jealous.
How would you feel for a week private session with the College of the Feathers?
Oh, that would be fantastic. Expand on my skills.
I feel like I can do this now, but I would be your instructor for the next week.
Wow. Well, I'm honestly honored. It'll be great to work with you.
Excellent. So, the rest of you, I don't know what you want to do. Make the best of your week. Get whatever you can together and just train. I feel like our deals with the devil is not over yet. And he hands you, Beldrick, a contract that shines gold. And on it, it's like the golden ticket for the College of Feathers.
Holy shit.
You've been thrown off this campus 100 times, and now you have such top priority. So, for most of this, Vivian, you're going to start leaving with Magnus. I imagine you're having no issues. You're just following him out.
I'm just going. Bye, y'all.
Dixon's going to let you know that to meet probably the next day, and you guys are going to start your training for a week. Maurus, Crunk, Mesh, and Maurus, Crunk, Mesh. That's it. So you three. I don't know what you guys want to try and do for a week.
I'll get my training in at the Fight Club.
So pretty much you have to get Dylan to find you, or Maurus to get you in. So you pretty much have to be on his good side, because he can talk to Thieves' Cant to find where the club is that night, because it moves every night.
I will use all of my 12 intelligence to butter up to him. Every single bit. No, my intelligence and charisma. Charisma's 12 too. Both.
I was gonna say charisma might be your better.
All of my wiles and charm are going
Yes.
into this one thing.
So I don't know how you two want to roleplay that, but go for it.
I was hoping for more substantial work than gambling a week.
It's not gambling. We are training. The more we fight, the stronger we'll get. Oh.
But you've been fighting. I've been gambling.
Have you lost money?
Fairly even so far. It's pretty much a wash.
Well, if you fight, you might lose money, but you'll get stronger. Intelligence? Woohoo!
Dylan, insight her charisma check to see if you.
Oh, my Christmas 6.
Alright.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Dylan, you're really into taking her to these fight clubs at night.
Yeah. I'm
Now-
sitting here tapping my finger on my chin, thinking about this, and like, the dice haven't worked out for me. Maybe I could bet on the fights.
All right, and instead of that
Play some
intelligence,
cards, maybe.
instead of that intelligence check, roll a persuasion on trying to get him into the fight pits.
Roll a 1! Roll a natural 1!
Do you want me to roll like a charisma save or something?
Persuasion against. What would go against persuasion? Do you think? Would that be insight again or no?
Would it be,
Persuasion? It's persuasion.
or perhaps a wisdom saving throw, because I really don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, go ahead. Do wisdom saving.
Insight actually would be good against persuasion.
Insight again. Alright, your choice. You can either do a wisdom saving throw or an insight.
They'll be exactly the same. I mean, I'm just gonna hit wisdom. 'Cause
No!
You really thought about it for a while. No, I think I'm just gonna stay on the bets for the week. Mesh.
As adventurers, we get enough head wounds as it is, and I don't really think that's particularly good for you.
I am
you.
like... There's sports in D&D, right? Like in the universe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Right.
it football? Like American football?
Soccer.
Well, no, that's what I say, American football.
There's things like that, but most of the theatrical is big gladiator pits back at the towns and just everyone's skills archery and shit.
Okay, well, I'll reference a very physical sport, and then I'll kind of smack my head and say, luckily my skull is thick, I can take a lot of hits to the head.
Mesh, as these two are arguing back and forth over what they're gonna do, what do you want? What's your plan?
Well, if we're just going to be hanging out for a whole week, tell me what's in the crafting and special interest.
Special interest is probably where the Bard's College is, and just random, real higher things like the Lords of Compass. The crafting district is pretty much all your artisans, like anyone with a skilled craft. So you need weapons, armor. If you want nice robes and stuff, that's probably your lower arcana. That'll be where you look at spells and shit.
What's in the upper arcana?
That is the high-end wizardry. That's where most of the Self Corporation people are. They're higher ups. You really don't have permission to go in there.
Don't give them a fake name if you go in.
Alright. Well, over the course this week, I'm going to peruse about the lower arcana district. and then simply take a few strides through the residential district,
Hmm.
hopes of finding something that may interest me more than what is going on right now.
Alright. At this point, I'm going to kind of split the party. We're going to kind of do everyone's little week. And we'll probably start with you right now, Mesh. So, as you're walking around the Lower Arcane district, you see a couple little things, and you kind of see this little novelty shop that's catching your eyes. In the window, there's a flying fish out of its tank just floating around. It's just weird magical items. You look in there, it's the guy who identified your ring box for you, or the egg.
So, um, if I could give a quick perception check, maybe, to see what is of special interest to my needs currently.
Good. So you're kind of looking around, and right now you don't really need anything. You're seeing like cool little trinkets you wish you had, like they're out of your price range. Like there's a hood that makes you breathe underwater. You see this giant javelin that just spews lightning out of it.
Oh, that's fucking sweet too.
But in the window of this one store, it's all quarterstaffs. You see a staff that stands straight up with twin dragons on both sides of it.
I will walk in.
As you walk in, uh, you see the guy. He's just finishing up with someone. He's wrapping a package for this lady. He goes, "You take care, dear. Everything will be great." Hey, it's everything's getting better. The demons are down right now. The clerics are all about. They'll make sure everything's fine. And you see the lady just, oh, thank you. It gets so concerning nowadays. So as she turns and walks away, you get a good look at the shopkeeper. He's a drow man, very well taken care of, kind of buffer. Um, very. He's not super richly dressed, but he's definitely upper class. He's like He's like the top of the middle class. Well, hello, sir. How can I help you today?
How much for the dragon?
Ooh, the double dragon staff. That's wonderful work. That's from back home. The forest whittlers brought it, came out. Well, it's yew wood. They sculpted it for about 4 to 5 months, and then two monks had a not two monks, two priests blessed it. It's said to have a little bit of holiness to it.
A little bit of hole.
Yes, we believe it has a weird effect against fell blood.
Hmm. What kind of?
It, if introduced to a demon, it gives off a large energy wave.
Question
Oh,
remains.
excuse me.
Again, remains. How much?
With the yew wood and everything, it'd be about 1,200 gold pieces. It's a +1 staff with a, I gotta figure out what kind of holy spell I want to put on it.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Extra 1d6 to other creatures that it's targeting.
Yeah, it'll probably do something. +3. Okay. Plus, it was attuned by paladins. It's +3 to attack, +3 to, or +1 to damage rolls against undead and all that. So it'd be radiant damage for one use. Well, the radiant damage is 2d10. We'll figure that out. But that's what it is.
So just for the staff's attack, it doesn't actually.
There you go. That's what it would give you.
Holy shit, that's really good.
Sorry. It's just the top half.
Okay, so
That's still really good.
Yeah,
quarter staff instead of
that's really nice.
yeah, that's pretty cool and all, but nothing bumper. I ain't no melee. I'm a caster. I'll keep.
As he shuffles around, he goes, casters, and he goes, there's actually the sister staff to it, and he pulls one down, and the carvings are almost the same. The dragons are a little more detailed, and this one is about the same price. It'll be a +1, but it gives you one extra level 2 spell slot every 48 hours. So every 2 days you get an extra level 2 spell.
That's really good too.
My level 2 spells suck, so that was,
Well, you can sub it out for a level 1.
I could cast a level 1 spell as level 2 spell and get
Yeah.
another bolt on my neck.
And it gives you +1 to attacks and
So I'm still trying to get used to this whole thing, and I don't. Where the hell is my goal?
I don't think you ever wrote it down.
I didn't, and because I never knew where to write it.
It's in the very middle. So there's your hit points. If you go down to where your equipment is in that same row, CP, SP, EP, GP, PP.
PP.
I hate
It's all right
Ethereum.
there.
Did you have it? Do you have it written down anywhere, or do you just want me to give you? I'll average you out with everyone else.
Yeah, do that. So, okay, like, yeah, my equipment, and below I see my, okay, GP, there we go. Okay, there you go. Now I see. Very good. Alright. Tempting. But not quite what.
Alright, so well, I apologize. I couldn't be any more of a help.
Very good.
As you walk out and you start making your way towards the residential district, you're kind of noticing a flood in people. It's very low class too coming in. You see people pushing and all that, just begging to get into homes. It's really weird. And as you come past the guard station, you see a giant protest starting out front of missing people. He just never came home. And you hear them all, just, we're working on it. We have our best investigators on it now. So the city's very uneasy right now. It's flooding with people. And as
Not
you... go ahead.
that really cares about any missing person. He's really only interested in gold. So he'll approach one of the guards.
Oh, you...
Need help with this? Maybe.
Was that you cut out?
Do you need help with this situation of yours? Maybe.
No, it's been for the last 3 days now. We've had husbands leaving to go shopping, and when the only they all just continue to start disappearing.
Oh, did they get lost in the whorehouse?
You'd think so. That's what we thought after the first 2 days, and with the whole incident with the moon right now, we thought maybe they're being captured and turned into hellhounds, like the incident you guys ran into at the courthouse. But it's just it's not adding up because we can't find the hounds and no evidence of foul play or fell magic or infernal. It's just really confusing. We have the clerics walking the city now, blessing and putting up barriers. The Selif Corporation has really stepped up their game in anti-devil and demon magic.
I got someone.
Yeah, it's just getting to be a pain. But I don't think there's anything you do. Just keep an ear to the ground. If you hear something, let us know.
Am I awaiting a tremor?
What was that?
Am I awaiting a tremor?
No, I don't know.
Well, if you expect me to keep an ear to the ground, expect a tremor.
Whatever you come across, man, just it'll help. But we appreciate that you're offering at least.
He turns around and walks away.
So as you walk away, we're gonna pan over to right now it's Fibian. As Fibian's walking next to Magnus now. Well, we've been looking at your work, and Dixon was right to bring you along to find us.
Of course, he was.
But don't get too cocky. It's not the best I've ever seen.
Well, nothing is as good as what's in here, but this is better than everybody else. That's not.
He just grins. He goes, "Your strive for perfection will be perfect within the order." As you guys start coming into special interest, you kind of notice this. It's almost like a full-out Illuminati building. Real tall cathedral with a compass sitting over the door. And the door's just kind of got this arcane lock on it. There's no door handles, no nothing. And you watch him reach out with his fist with a ring on the end of it and push it into the door. And the door begins to crack open. Don't worry. You'll get one soon, too.
I just like a happy inhale sound. I'm giddy. My character's giddy right now. He's just so excited about everything. Where exactly is this in the city?
Alright. So you see the special interest group?
Yes.
Alright, so the big, right by the keep, that big opening right there, that's the Bard College, all that. You are the next street over, so you're right on the outskirts of the wall. Or, well, you're inside of the wall. Oh, man, it won't fucking...
I thought the Bard's College was in the Upper Arcana.
Was it? Alright, Bard College is back up there. Because we just gotta write that up.
You can put it wherever you want, just so I have a basis of where things are.
We gotta kind of get that going, because the Bard College just kind of existed so we could bring in somebody. But I'm gonna say you are right here.
Just gonna put that there, because I think that's where the Bards...
That's fine. We'll just start doing... There you go.
Okay, so just right there.
Ping. Yep.
Okay.
No, as you come into the building, and you walk in. It's the tallest ceilings you had ever seen. It's almost like a library, except there's individual slots where you see the canisters preserving the maps all wrapped up. And as you walk in, the giant table's laid out in front of you with 6 guys with maps all unraveled. Because this is the special project we've brought you in for. We've been tasked by Ridtrick to try and find a way around the end problem the army is having. We are held at the line. There's small heroes forming in and out right now, but it's getting hard to keep everything going. We need to get a sneak attack going around the back end of them.
I'll go and I'll lean in and take a close look at it.
As you lean in, you come up next to this tabaxi. He's very well dressed. He's got uh, spectacles on. His tail kind of whips over to the other side, and he kind of sidesteps to let you in to look what he's doing. Come in, lass. Come in. I'll show you what we've found so far. He goes, these maps might look a little familiar for you. To you, you gave them to us. These are the ones you found in the ruins, and we've been cross-referencing everything. And
I'll
the large map's coming up, and as you look, it's the normal everything we've had. The front line is right at the edge of what they know, right here. And that's where they're having issues fighting. They started upward by the ruins, and they've been just fighting their way down, and they can't get through. The map that you got that overlays it kind of shows all the existing roads going through the forest and everything that existed back when the forest was there, or the cities and towns were there. So it shows the ruins you were at, the roads you took there, and everything. And they've started cross-referencing and matching, and you're noticing the more modern maps match all up to it. Can you give me a cartography check?
So that would be 23, because I already have that extra +2 on there.
Actually, being part of the college, you now having access to all these maps.
Okay,
Gives you
so
that
25 then.
Mm-hmm. So as you look down and you notice something, and you're looking, and you take your hand and you look at one map, you look at another, you look back at the first map, and it's not making sense to you. Like they should overlap in this one spot, and you take your hand and you rub, and it was a dried piece of leaf that was covering a section. And you have a great idea. You see a swamp that cuts through the forest that an old road goes through, that the trees aren't as heavy, and would be perfect cover for these druids that keep assaulting you guys on the front line. And that's what you're seeing in the back. You're thinking in the back of your head. I don't know what you want to tell these guys or not.
Yeah, I'll tell them the same thing. So this is a swampy area here, and if the druids are attacking us, they're probably in there doing guerrilla shenanigans.
They've been pretty much jumping with all the trees. It's just been non-stop attacking. Every tree in the forest keeps assaulting us. This swamp, the trees can't grow in it. So it's probably your best bet to get a small guerrilla group in, out, and around.
Yep.
How did we miss that before? Vivian, I believe you're gonna be perfect here. And we're gonna hop out of Vivian, who's now giddy as a schoolgirl and the happiest of his life. And we're going to kick to the The two nightlifers.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say it's probably day 5 and 6 for you guys. You've kind of got a pattern going. Um, how have you been feeling about this mount? It's like day 5 or 6. Like you've kind of lost it. You've been taking Crunk to the fights. Then
How has my betting been going?
uh, roll me a D100.
There it is.
The magic question or statement.
Roll. I was gonna say because this is your roll me 3 of them.
3 of them. All right.
So 2 more. Your first night. It hasn't been going too well. So
I've mostly been betting against Krunk.
actually, Crunk, roll me 3D100s. This is how we're gonna prove who were you're betting against, Crunk.
Mostly.
Okay.
Fight the fight, but not giving him good odds.
What is this bullshit?
This is normal.
Good God.
Okay, so Dylan, your first 2 nights, you're killing it going against Crunk. He is getting his ass handed to him for the first 2 nights. And this night that you guys are going out together, the night before, fucking Crunk goes all out, hits his rage, and he just bloodies this guy up against the wall, and you're almost sure he killed him. And you see the cleanup crew clean everything up, drag the corpse out. It's not the first time someone's died at the fight club now. So, I'm gonna say you're up right. Because you lost out on that last one. You didn't lose too much. You're up about 400 gold right now.
Woo!
Holy shit.
And
Good
you guys.
thing I can't fight.
So you got right now. You
Think
guys.
of all the training you're getting.
So tonight, Crunk's kind of the main event after winning finally. Everyone's gotten used to him. He started all the fights. And you two walk in. Then you notice the normal guy who's taking in all the bets and shit. He's kind of waving you over. Crunk, you're walking down. The guys have brought out these mats that they lay down. So when you guys knock each other out, the blood doesn't get too far everywhere. So it's easy enough to clean up.
Okay.
You're just some conscientious thieves, man.
Well, you guys don't want to get caught, or you don't want them knowing you guys are bouncing between place to place to place. So, there you go. So, coming in to put your bets up against Crunk tonight? They actually got decent odds.
Who's he going up against?
We finally tracked down that tabaxi that kicked his ass the first night.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm
So,
gonna lose again.
Oh, I'm definitely putting 200 against Crunk.
Poor Krug.
3-1 odds tonight. So, you'll make out. If you want, you can go sit with the guys. They're playing cards while we wait for everything to get prepped up. So, if
Sounds
not, grab
good.
grab a seat. And now we go over. Crunk, you're walking down into the pit. You got your little cronies and shit that have all kind of come up. The guy who pats your blood off and all that. Come on, kid. You could get him tonight. That last time was just all hogposh and shit. He goes, we're really fighting to see if we can let you use your weapons tonight.
Oh, I'll show who's a real fighter if I can use my baby. And I kind of kiss my my bastard sword.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna negotiate for you. So, we're gonna go for weapons because it ain't fair. He's a monk. You know, the fist of the weapons and shit. I don't know. The fucking key guys. So we're gonna go in there. We're gonna get you your weapons. We're gonna get you all good in here. So, yeah. Just don't forget I get 10% off the top if you win.
Okay,
Excellent.
if I
Here we
can
go.
use my baby. Deal.
That wasn't a deal, sweetheart. That's what you're giving me. As the Dwarven man wanders off, he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna get me some money tonight." All right, so we're gonna roll a D100. 50. Do you want 50 and above? You get to use your weapon, or 50 and below you get to use your, or 49 below you get to use your weapon.
Oh, well, with how hot I was rolling, let's go low.
All right, roll me a D100 then.
You're gonna roll 100.
Probably. Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
yeah, out of 100s, you rolled a total of.
You didn't even get 100 out of 4 rolls.
I know, I got less than 30.
You got 96 out of potential 400.
So, yeah, you see,
And you wonder why I bet against Krug.
It's gonna be one of those kind of D&D nights.
as you look, you see Bobby the dwarf coming back. Buddy, Grunk, my man, you know what? I went in there, I negotiated, they gave me what I wanted. So tonight's an all-night blood match. It's whoever comes out alive, comes out alive. Whoever dies, dies. So you do know that you lose, you die.
Yes.
You're okay with them terms?
I am a orc barbarian as I, like, kind of hit my chest with my fist. I never back down from a fight.
Okay, but you do win. You win a G right off the top of the winnings.
And you get 10%.
I know. I was trying to make you feel better. If you die, I still get you 10%. They still pay me 100 to drag your corpse out of here.
It looks like everyone wins.
Well, I really like this guy. Like, he's one of my favorite characters you've played so far.
Aye, my man. So we're gonna get you all pumped up. I'm gonna go get you some water and a flask, and we're gonna get this fight going. So Bob runs off to grab you your flask and towel. These two.
God, I hope I win.
You agreed to a death match. I don't know why you did that.
Cook might not be here anymore if you lose.
Might have to cancel that art.
1,000 gold. Can't say no to
I'll
that.
just make another, I'll just make Crunk version 2.0.
Crunk's younger brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Landfill. Just call me Land Crunk too.
They were twins. Fraternal twins, born same time.
I want to see a super refined Crook, though. Like,
So Bob runs off to get everything. Maris, you know the fight's starting. Did you go sit in a chair or did you go sit with the card table?
I went to the chair.
You got yourself some front row seats. They're coming out. They're putting. One guy's walking by. Get your splash guards here. He's handing out raincoats for the blood.
Yeah.
50 silver apiece. And he wanders by. You see Crunk, you start wandering in. You, we'll recycle this one maybe.
I remember this map.
Me too.
Oh, shit.
Except Zach's not here.
I've been having so many issues with fucking Crunk lately. It's been unreal.
Maybe it's a sign I'm going to die.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a sign you're a barbarian.
Well, if maybe if you die, we'll let you play the monk for the rest of this. We'll let you play Tabby. That's who you're fighting.
Okay.
Allie might become a monk.
I don't want to be a monk. I don't like playing monks. They have too many fisty moves. Might be interesting being a cleric, though.
We are in need of a healer.
I don't know.
Hey,
I got a paladin.
I can heal.
Being leveled up. If I die, that's what I'm being a paladin.
I'm really good at being really dumb and really, like, lawful good. But no in between. I'm either retarded or I'm super smart. I haven't been able to find a happy medium.
Retard, genius. Nothing else.
Yup.
There really is no other option. Yeah.
Alright, so you see Tabby jump in and he bows down to you. It's good to see you again, my friend.
Oops. Bad.
Sorry I have to embarrass you a second time. But they told me that the only way we leave is by blood tonight. I don't know why you agreed to that, but I'm sorry I have to kill you.
It's not me who's dying tonight, monk. As I whip out my bastard sword.
Then it is a duel to the death. I apologize ahead of time. And roll initiative.
Rolling hot.
This
That's
is
not
much
too bad.
than my
Respectable.
Yeah. Yes.
Whew. That's the one terrible roll for a monk.
Let's see here. My primal path happens automatically, right?
I think you have
Like,
to
if
use you have to use an
Sorry?
I think you got to use a minor action to start it, right?
Well, here, Oh, that didn't do anything.
Sorry,
It
I'm
just
making a
happened.
Oh,
monk.
there we go.
I am making a
Rage, I
monk
think.
character sheet as we talk, so.
It just happens when you rage, Allie.
Alright, yeah.
It's an
Oh,
extra
okay. So
effect.
if I double move, it'll still go off.
You have to rage, so
You
yeah.
have to be raging. It's a free action to rage, and
Okay.
double move is your action for the turn.
But if you do that, the storm doesn't count as your attack. So you just instantly go
doesn't?
out of rage.
Oh,
Does it?
okay. I thought storm. I thought it did count as an attack because I hit an enemy.
No, you're not making a physical attack at it. That's just your aura hitting him.
Oh. Okay.
So
Well,
just
I'm not
just
gonna
if,
rage yet.
yeah, I'm just saying before you go charging in and that happens.
I can't click on Crunk.
Oh. Mr. Von Smashing.
Oh, there
Mr.
we go.
Von Smashing. Alright.
30. And dodge action.
Hmm.
And that's it.
You choose to come at me? Well, here we go, my friend. And as you watch, he just comes sprinting up to you before you notice, and he goes to swing his bow staff.
And the dodge gives me advantage on
he gets disadvantage on his attack.
Oh, okay.
Which he's going to miss with the bow staff. And so
Yes.
as he comes in with that, he goes over top of you, and he comes around for a kick. His second one, which is a 24. Imagine that.
Ow,
hits.
that hits.
Is that with disadvantage too?
He rolled a 20 and a 19.
Holy shit!
So he comes around, his foot follows up behind him, and you take 6 points of damage. As he
Okay,
kicks you in
that's not bad.
the back of the head. You can't dodge them all.
I can sure as hell try. And I will rage. And I will attack her! 18.
Hit.
Yes! 7 damage. And then I will use my primal thing. DC 12 for 3, otherwise 6 damage.
He died that. So he will take 3 damage. Now, he comes in. This time he spins his bow staff around. And he swings in from the side to hit. And that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And he does... Ooh, he does 9 damage of
Okay.
bludgeoning. And
So that's half damage?
yeah, his bludgeoning's halved, right?
So it's 9, so that would be 5 damage?
4, because you
4.
always round down.
You round down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes the page more powerful, really.
Okay.
And as he hits with the bow staff, you kind of watch him let go, and in midair he takes a swing at you for an 11, so he misses. On his backhand, catches the bow staff again, and he goes, "Whew, your skin feels a little tougher this time."
Hey, I've been practicing.
And he will use a key point as a free
Oh,
action.
no. I forgot about key points.
And that ends his turn. You have disadvantage on your next roll.
Okay. Yes!
Hey, that's pretty sweet.
Oh, you hit?
So if it was disadvantage, does that mean the second roll it would
No.
be a nat 20?
No.
Oh.
You take the lowest.
Boo!
Nice try though.
That was a good try. It really was.
So 8 points of damage.
Why does it have... Oh, I see, because it's adding in that
Because you
double.
got a crit, so it's giving you a double.
Oh, okay. And then I'll do that primal. Oh, you get 1 point of poke damage.
Either way, it's 1 damage.
Yeah.
So as he's coming and you slash down at him and just catch across his chest, you watch the lightning just arc down and just kind of zap him. Ugh, that's getting annoying. And he is going to take a... He's just going to... His bow staff straight up. And he's going to attempt a... Oh...
Did you
So-
critically hit?
No.
Okay, good.
So as he goes to put down his bow staff and swing around for a kick, he completely misses you and kicks the bow staff out of the fucking arena.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
He
I
just
have a
kind
chance
of,
to live.
as he lands on his off foot, and just out of anger, he comes back to swing again. Oh! Well, he went from one extreme to the other.
Oh.
on his flurry of blows. So, he will do. Sorry. He does 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
So it's only half, though.
Oh, right. So half of 14 is 7?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
As you saw his anger from kicking his staff out of the arena, he just kind of, straight up fist of the North Stars you. Just what? It just starts fucking plowing into your chest.
I will not be slapped by a monk. Urgh. Oh, damn it.
As you go to slash back, he just kind of balances on one foot and spins. And as he pivots on himself, he goes, I've dealt with your kind before.
I hope you fail that DC.
No, he matched.
Take my one mosquito poke him.
As he dodges, you
Ow.
see the lightning crack. Oh shit. So he kind of goes, huh. So you're one of them. And he will give me 1 sec. He's just going to keep with what he does best right now. And he's going to go for another strike. Because I can't figure out how this works. 16?
That hits.
Alright, and then I'll over. And a 23 hits, so it'll be max damage on that one. Max damage on that one. You take another 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
So, 7 damage total, or is that already half?
7.
7k. I'm getting to my halfway point.
He's getting to his.
I'm getting a little nervous.
You're the one that agreed to this.
I know!
Don't worry, Dylan gets rich.
That's true!
Did you see your message? Move.
Someone
Thank you, Discord.
Do. Oh. Alright, it's your turn, Allie.
Oh, okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if you were doing anything else. So that... God damn it, motherfucker. Take that 1 point of pity damage! That kind of day. That, I don't know why it did it a second time, but the 1 point's the first one.
At this point, you're starting to panic. What round are we on with?
4, I think?
Okay, so you're still.
Let me just check here.
You're still going. So you're watching him now. He's really starting to get into this.
This is round 4 that just passed.
Mm-hmm.
That's on right now.
3, 4. No, we just passed 4.
This is 4 currently. You just did your 4th
Oh,
attack.
yes. Yes.
You see him really getting into it at this point. And he's just like, this is so exciting. This is so much better than when you were fighting with your fist. So he comes in again. He's gonna try and double strike. I'm sorry, 18 and the other one's a 21, and
Yep.
at both hit. Okay, I'm switching D4s for you after this one. 12 points of damage.
Okay, so 6 then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he's going to use Patience Defense again. So, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see if I can hit at least once. Yay! I think. Maybe?
No, it doesn't. You had disadvantage because he used Patience Defense.
Oh, right.
You just come down and you waft the swing. He failed that at least. And as he kind of dodges to the side, you see him just get zapped a bit. And you kind of see a little bit of blood start trickling out of his mouth.
Okay.
You shouldn't have done that.
This is a
And
good fight. Wahahaha.
and you just watch him. He comes up. He goes in for his first swing. Alright, so his first swing, he comes in, almost in a box, he goes to jab, and you clear right out of the way, and he comes up with a nasty uppercut. And he hits you for 7 points of damage, so 3.
3K.
Right in the jaw.
Take it like an orc. Ah!
Nothing but a bitch slap.
Alright, go ahead.
Yes!
Alright, roll damage.
7.
Alright. Yeah. I failed. He's starting to laugh at this point. He's getting so into it. Now that he's really into it, he comes in and he goes for the first strike. But as he comes in, instead of making a fist, he comes in with an open palm. And 17.
Yep.
Hits. Make
Yes.
a dexterity save. You got to beat 14.
Yeah!
You're not knocked prone,
That is
but
good.
you have to make a. Now you make a strength save to make sure you're not pushed across the. Nope. So you slide back. 15 feet.
Ooh, okay.
And you just see him just grinning as he stands on one foot with his hand up and smiles.
That's a proper slap.
Oh, I gotta roll damage on that, don't I? 7 points of damage.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oops. Okay.
Bull rush.
Can I bull rush?
Charge that motherfucker.
Can I charge? Or is that an is that a feat that I need to know?
Couldn't.
I know it isn't Pathfinder. I don't know about D&D.
I don't know.
Yeah, you just go up and attack in D&D.
Oh, there's no charging?
No.
Okay.
There is
I'll
a
move
feat
back.
for Charger.
There's a feat for it, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, yes!
Go ahead. Swing away.
7.
It'd be nice if you rolled a higher than 2 on your base damage, huh?
It helps.
Wouldn't it be nice on that D10?
Oh.
As you come on that one, you catch, and he's starting to really bleed at this point. Right?
Okay.
And here he comes sprinting around. Well, he doesn't sprint around. He kind of spins around, and he goes for a kick. And so the kick hits, and he hits for 3. So he hits for 7 damage.
Okay.
High or low, everybody?
Hi.
Low?
Low.
No.
Low.
Low. Alright. Ah,
Damn
alright.
it.
Should have listened to her.
Damn
He just, when he comes around, he goes for the first kick, and then he tries to roundhouse you, and just completely wafts it and lands, pointing the wrong way.
Okay.
That's his second nat 1.
Let's see here. Was that 9? 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was 6. Okay. Sorry. I have 3 more rounds. Was that his turn?
Go ahead.
Oh. I don't think that hit.
No, as he's staggering forward, you swing and you miss him and his tail. And you see the tail like dodge at the last second. And he spins back and he goes for another flurry of blows. So you're going to take the flurry of blows. So it's... So that's 16 damage, so 8.
Okay.
And high or low, guys?
Low.
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 No.
I was gonna say hi.
He spins around again for another roundhouse, feeling good after that blows. And he just kind of staggers, and he falls one step forward, taking an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I get taken an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, swing.
Oh.
Alright, it's your turn. As he's kind of stumbling away the wrong way again.
Did my the lightning thing go off last one too? Before his fury of blows?
Yeah, he took 2 damage.
Oh, okay. Damn it! Brr.
He takes... He makes the save, so he takes another 1 point. You just kind of watch through his fur. This static electricity keeps appearing. And he's just getting annoyed with it. So he comes in, hits you again. Ooh, they both hit. So...
Oh, man.
This might do me in.
9 points of damage, so halve the 4.
4K. Oh, I am still alive. I'm at 9. Yay!
Hopefully you're not 20. You might be able to take him out.
Maybe if I roll max damage and not like a 1 on my damage. Okay, come on. No! Shit! Okay.
Fucking sweet. What a way to end up. What?
I was gonna say you have to hit him for 21 to kill him. So
Okay. But that's max damage.
Hey, what about lightning?
I know. Let's see what the
Yeah.
You
lightning
still have
hits.
your lightning alley.
Let's see what the lightning hits for. I don't
Nope,
know.
not quite.
So, well, he could nat one. Just move yourself up to him.
Oh, sorry.
You come in, and you have this great slash. You come up on him, you slash down, and he spins. And as he comes around, you cut his tail off, and he comes through as the lightning shocking him, and you just kind of see him stumbling back up. So
If I cut
he
his tail
knows
off, does that mean he gets disadvantage because he needs his tail for balance?
Yeah, good point.
he's a monk. I'm pretty sure he can work with or without it.
Okay.
Any other class that didn't have such good control over their body, I'd give it to
That's fair.
He comes and he turns, and he goes, "Well, I guess I have to finish this now, or you're gonna finish me." So he retakes his stance and holds up, and he goes and swings with all of his might, and he wafts the swing on the first one, and he comes for the uppercut, and he just comes up and whacks your chin and hits for 7 points of 3, and you see him just take his defensive stance as he's just staggering there. You can try your best.
Okay, let's try this.
You waft this way.
Oh,
Damn
I
it.
waffed it? No! Damn
He-
it.
You swing past him. Well, if he fails this... Nah, he rolled 19. He takes the lightning damage, and he just starts vomiting up blood as he looks at you. This is it, isn't it? Whoever hits who here wins. And he just cocks his fist back, and he starts falling forward towards you on the first one. He hits, and then he swings, and he falls on you on the second one. And let's see, does the original, he rolled 8 damage on the first swing. That do you in? So 4.
No, so that would be 4, right?
Alright, so roll for the
Yeah.
second one.
Okay.
No. He hit you for 4 damage on the second one for 2.
That drops me to 0, but because of relentless endurance, I am at 1.
Jeez.
Yes!
Barbarian.
Ah!
Just don't roll a 1.
Well, I won't do it to you. Go ahead. He uses his... So you waft the swing. And... You rolled a nat 20 on the fucking resistance. So, you're both standing there with 1 health. Neither you can stagger. Dylan, you doing your thing?
I'm getting ready to. Like, imagine I have the spell prepped and ready to go.
So, I have a single question before this final round. If she gets knocked out, does her lightning still go off for 1 round?
Yes, it does. It does go off.
Because it would go to her turn, yeah. Because it goes until she's not raging anymore.
Yeah. So I
I
would
imagine
hit
when you're
my thing-
unconscious, you're not really raging anymore.
Well, it happens immediately, all at the same time, right? Like the way it.
When you
It's
swing, it's like
worded.
the kinetic energy from your swing would do it. It's not when he hits you.
Well, it's just an aura, so I just have electricity that that spans 10 feet all around me.
Mhm.
So just anything that it touches, it hits. So it's everything
Let's see.
happens at
Here's the
once.
last dice roll. Dylan, give me your deception check. Because
Okay.
he rolled a nat 20.
Alright, hang on, where's my damn character sheet?
And I will roll him an insight check. So, well, if it makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
he rolled a 8 for
Well,
whatever
let's
you're
see
going to
if I
do on
can-
your deception.
Oh god damn it! I was gonna like when Krug when he hit the ground, just have like blood splat out the back of his head, like his head cracked on the ground, all underneath him. Just have him look dead as hell.
So he's knocked you down right now. He's still standing over, getting ready for the killing blow. Do you want to do anything else, Dylan? He's got 1 health.
I mean, what the hell am I gonna be able to do?
Throw a glass.
Sleight of hand.
Oh!
Toss a dagger.
I could miss. I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay, what's the DC on this? Because I will roll it in game. So,
Well, it would be my spell save, I guess. So 12.
8 plus your proficiency plus your casting modifier.
Yeah, so it's 12. It's on my spell sheet. So yeah. But it's half.
Oh my god.
So Krug's laying there looking dead, and this dude's just gonna bust out laughing.
So, as you go to cast, you're like, shit. Hey, I don't. And you just cast the first thing that comes to your mind, and you just see this guy as he goes down for his final swing. And he just falls over prone laughing next to the corpse. Oh, not the corpse,
honestly,
the body.
I expect as hurt as he is, he can't laugh for long without passing out.
That's true, actually.
Hold on, I'm going to roll high or low if he knocks himself out when he falls to the ground prone.
Hi.
Hi.
We'll go high.
Yeah,
I'll go with
hi.
what Ali said.
Oh my god. That's
So that's 1 under knocking himself out. It's
No.
51 and higher.
Oh, I need 51? Damn it!
yeah.
So this guy's just laughing on the ground. Crunk, roll me.
A saving
Yeah,
throw.
Roll me a dex. Yeah, just roll me a death saving throw.
That'd be a pass.
Alright. Alright, now roll me a Constitution saving throw and beat a 16.
Nice.
You start to wake up.
Oh, okay.
And you're laying on the ground and this guy's just laughing next to you. You're out of raged. Do you just play dead, or what do you do?
Coup de grace, do it.
Just mountain the shit out of him, get over his corpse and crush his head?
Can I re-rage? Because that was only 1 rage of the day, and I have 3. Or am I 2?
You're bleeding out. You're not bleeding out anymore. You're at 1 HP. And just
Okay, then I'll rage.
Alright.
And then I'll go... he's right by me, right?
Oh yeah, he's laying. You two are both laying on the ground right now.
I want to punch him. Like, just roll over and punch him while I'm still on the ground.
Alright, roll.
If that's possible.
Roll a strength, because that'll just pretty much be around there. Give you advantage on it. So you hit.
Oh, I hit? Okay.
He's got hideous laughter going, and I give you
Oh, that was
one
just a strength
d4.
roll.
Just roll me 1d4
1d4?
plus your strength modifier.
1d4 plus...
3.
So that'll be plus 5, right? 3 for strength and 2 for proficiency?
You have proficiency in unarmed?
No, in strength.
No.
Well, it's just for like raging it, and don't you do plus 2 damage for being raged,
Yeah.
along with your strength modifier.
Oh yeah. So just swing and punch him in the face.
So plus...
Plus 5.
Oh, plus 5? Okay.
Yeah, it'd just be 1d4. Yeah.
As you come down, you smash his skull right down into his laughter, and it just goes silent. And now roll me another roll me another Constitution save and beat 16 again.
Damn it.
You pass out.
You will have to crush his skull to the floor, and then you're like, all right, good night.
Yeah. I go
Yes.
out with style.
Just like that Viper fight in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn it.
Thank you, Dylan. You saved my
I
life.
was really hoping Dylan threw a dagger or something like right into his back with sleight of hands or something.
Well, I imagine this is like an arena with everybody around it watching. If I just throw something, they're going to know it happened.
Sleight of
And it's-
hand.
They're
all
paying
hell's
attention
gonna
to
break
the fight, they're
loose.
not paying attention to you.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of-
see me, but all hell's gonna break loose because people are betting on this. But some guy, being so hurt he loses his damn mind, nobody's gonna notice.
All I know is Dylan better get fucking his 400 gold back or whatever he put down.
Oh no, I'm banking for half of these winnings. This is 1,000 gold winning. Minus the 200 for the dude, so we're splitting this
He
shit.
gets 10. So Krunk's laying on the ground, he's out. He's done. But he's like passed out, face first into ground, with his fist still crushing the guy's skull as the blood is just running over his nose and past him. And the crowd starts to dispense. You see the guys throwing their tickets down and swearing. One guy gets stabbed. Normal thieves shit. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see Bobby running out. My boy, I knew you gonna win. That's why I put all my money on you. Me and you gonna go far. Me and you go real far. As Krunk just stays laid face down.
He's just rolling on the floor.
Start to snore just a little bit.
So as you guys all sit there and you're congratulating him, we're going to jump over to Baldric.
Also, I just gotta say,
What?
holy shit, that was so goddamn close as a fight.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it was gonna go that way. I figured it was gonna be very one-sided.
Yeah, I thought
New
Ali was
direction.
gonna die. New character. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I got a little scared there, not gonna lie. I was very concerned.
Well, I messaged Moo like right when the fight started because I'm gonna try to interrupt this if you look like you're gonna die.
I was waiting. I'm like, maybe he'll interrupt a little earlier than dead. No. He's waiting till dead.
Well, for what I'm gonna do on the first day, I recently came into some money, so I would like to immediately spend it with no concern for the future. I have a little shopping list. I'd like to buy a signet ring, forgery kit, horse, clothes, military saddlebags, bit and bridle. I priced it all out at around 140 gold.
And as you walk up to the store and you say that, they all proceed to laugh at you. And they say, maybe 100 gold for the ring, baby. And where the fuck you gonna find a horse?
Oh shit, they don't have horses here. I forgot.
As you say that, you see a giant hog run by the back window and just take a giant shit and then keep walking.
And you can
Please-
thank all this on Matt.
Please tell me that was just your character forgetting Adam and not you.
It might have been. It was totally me. I just kind of priced it out while you guys were doing your thing there, and I forgot about it entirely. But that's totally in character, so we're good.
So the general store guy goes, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, dude.
Apparently, neither do I. Would you have like a kit of writing supplies though, and a couple of things? I'm looking for a forgery kit.
Actually, there's the Belavesh Times up the block. You head there. They're always looking for good publishers. They're
Oh,
you just ooh, you have a golden contract. If you don't even have to go to their sub office, if you head up into the upper arcane by the College of Feathers, there is a giant shop where the newspaper's made for the fancy guys up top who can read.
well, that
Let's try-
sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, well, when you find a horse, you let me know. Shit's
Yeah,
gotta be
don't-
worth
will do.
millions here.
Well, I would still like a mount. Do you know what kind of mount options I might have?
Chocobo.
None that you can afford.
Well, I'll keep dreaming then.
Yeah, you and this fucking little gnome that came running in here with big dreams of riding shit too. It's really weird.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll head over to the something times.
Yeah, the
Can't remember the name of it.
Belavesh Times.
Well, my character's gonna forget the name of it immediately, so either way.
So, you've made your way up into the Upper Arcane District, and you're like, I came up here for something. If you want, roll an intelligence check if you remember to go to the forgery to buy your stuff. You walk right by the place. I knew I was supposed to get something. It can't be that important. And you start
Yep.
wandering. You start wandering out into the court of the college.
Yeah, and from there, do you know what? Of course, I was supposed to meet Dixon. Yes, and my contract, I probably had to sign that and stuff. Like, what does it actually do for me?
It's actually a arcane piece of paper that the city runs on. It gives you entrance to areas. It tells them who your employer is, because pretty much you're babysat by one of the 3 divisions. But having that golden one right now brings you into the upper arcana because you're under Dixon's watch. So right now it says you're employed by Dixon.
Wow, that's pretty fantastic. That's a definite boost in social status. All right, yeah, and I'll go meet up with Dixon, do all that sort of stuff.
So as you're coming down the college field, you go, yo, yo. It's all your groupies from the Battle of the Band. Baldrick's the fucking man, and they're all like cheering you as you're going by. As they start doing keg stands. It's kind of a Saturday, so everyone's off and they're all drinking. And what kind of college it is, you know Dixon doesn't care. And as you come to the main steps, it just begins to play. That song you want to fucking learn so bad just starts playing in the back of your head. And because I'm still haven't named it in the fucking list of shit. But Dixon walks down. Baldrick, you've come, my friend.
Yes, of course. I could never miss up this kind of an opportunity.
Excellent. So, what kind of art do you believe in? What is your strong point? Mine is my guitar. And my illusionary magic. As he just kind of, he spins with the guitar, you just kind of see him glisten a little more. Because I am wonderful looking, ain't I?
No, illusion magic is another favorite of mine. I love to put on an extra little bit, that little bit of pizzazz that you can add to a show with it is just fantastic.
It
But
helps with such good storytelling, which I would remember is what you want to do, right?
oh, of course, yeah. It's really what I'm good at. I love to be able to share my own experiences with others.
Excellent. So, do you have an instrument?
A lute and a flute. The flute is mainly for when I'm not telling a story, and if I just want to, put on a tune.
Well, first of all, come in with me. We're going to my study. As you walk in, he goes, so out of the two, which is your favorite, the flute or the lute?
Oh, the lute, so I can still talk.
Ah, excellent. As you come in, there's this giant golden door you come to. It's just completely overdone. It's like very El Dorado-ish. He goes, welcome to my home. And he pushes the doors open. And it's just wall to wall of like written music and instruments and all this stuff floating around everywhere. You see anything you could imagine, drums, maracas, just anything you've ever even heard of in books is in this room, instrument wise. Hey, so you want to learn the lute? It's your favorite? Ah, I know which one. And you see Dixon just start walking away, and he grabs something off of the shelf, and he walks back. He goes, I knew that you thought you were going to get to keep this wonderful guitar, but I can't give her up yet. So, in exchange, I would like you to take this lute. It is from back in the homeland, made by the highest of elves. The wood crafted and stained over many of days. It took 2 years to make, enchanted by this. Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, this high elf woman, she was of the greatest beauty, and she fucked like no other. And
Wow.
he hands you the loot. He goes, I hope it gives you as much good luck as it brought me. It gives you a +2 to performance.
Well, this is a very worthy instrument. I'd like to pull out a bottle of like red wine that I had, just to wet my whistle.
Go right ahead if you need anything else. Grab it off the bar. It's always fully stocked.
Well, then might as well get to our lessons.
So, I want you to roll me. So we're gonna say you have about 4 days worth of schooling. Roll me 4 performances.
Here, let me just add that +2 real fast.
And on the last one, you get advantage on day 4. Excellent.
Well, that should still be +2. I wasn't able to do it, so
Just roll it. Roll it a few more times for me. Just 3 more. Another one. And 1 more with advantage.
hey.
Nice. So, the days go by. And
And those
you...
should be +9, not +7.
Yeah. Just... Dixon... Dixon and you kind of start connecting after the first day. The second day, you guys have a great session. You start learning everything. You're really catching on. You've got the whole song almost memorized. And he goes, you know what? The night drinks are on me. And the two of you hit the town up pretty bad. So the third day when you come back, you're both hungover. Because yeah, you'll get it enough. Yeah, the headache is too much, and we will finish lessons tomorrow, and I just can't do this anymore. So, and then on the last day, the two of you are in perfect sync, and just you've walked out of the dorms. You guys are out on the front field, and you're playing together, and you're playing the song that he emanates when you're around, and the two of you are just perfectly in sync. And you just smile because everyone's looking at you. You're getting much recognition as this old work. You're used to being looked down upon so much. You've never gotten this kind of attention.
And I won't try and do such a hard sell anymore on my books, really trying to throw it out there, but I'll mention it more every once in a while, that sort of thing.
So he grins as you're doing that, and then as you guys start finishing up your playing, he kind of backs off and lets you just take the show on your own.
Well, I'll finish it with a flourish and maybe throw in some minor illusion stuff for a little special effect, and thank him for his lessons. I couldn't have asked for anything more than that.
Well, in exchange for all the teaching, you pick up one extra level 1 bard spell from all your time spent with Dixon. And as you guys stand up on there and he's congratulating you two have a pretty good relationship now. Just you guys bonded over the music. You see this man come running up and as a town guard and pats Dixon on the shoulder and goes, "It's time." And he goes, "Have you gathered the rest?" He goes, "Yeah, we're getting the rest together." "Hey, Balric, my friend, it was great playing with you. But now it is time we get to that business I brought up. Because we have to go meet with your friends." As he puts his hand on your shoulder, he goes, "Are you ready, my friend?"
Yep, I've been waiting for this day for a little while.
So the two of you are going to make your way towards the keep as he leads you. Mesh, I imagine you're sitting in Bertha's in the morning with Crunk all bandaged up and
Just
beat up.
head to toes in bandages. Can't even see Crunk for the bandages.
Every time Mesh looks at Crunk, he smirks a little bit.
How much money total did we get off of the fight?
Well, this is where you two have to figure this out. So, Bob took his 100 off the top. He wanted 10%.
Right.
Now, Dylan, this is on you. For what do you want for saving his life?
Oh, I'm angling
Yes.
for half. And I've been harping on this since he woke up.
No mercy for
there's-
Crunk.
There's 900. So I'll give him. Well, I'll just do 500, and then I'll take 450.
We're,
That'll work for me.
we're
Wait, that's not math.
I was
That's
about
not
to
how
say
math
we're-
works.
450 is half and half.
Yeah, 450 to be half and half for us. So.
So
You take 400,
Crump
Malrus
wants to
gets
give
5.
him more than just half because he saved his life.
Okay, if you want to do that, then he gets 5 and you get 4.
Yes.
But don't forget, Dylan, you lost your initial. How much did you put down?
Lost my initial 200, so I already removed that. I had 1420, and now I'm down to 1220. And I will accept the 500 gold from Crunk, and I will also grumble that I would have got 600 if I let him die.
Roll a perception to see if you heard him say that, and you roll sleight of hand for trying to say it under your breath.
All right.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Crunk didn't hear shit.
I'm too bandaged and beaten.
The bandage grew over your
Your
ears.
head's probably still ringing.
We need to do that again.
As you guys are sitting there, Dashin comes down from upstairs, and he goes, "You three, I need you to come with me. We have business at the keep." Can you walk? As he looks at Crunk.
I can waddle.
Okay, Mummy, let's get going. And Matt, you've now been at that guild for 5 days with the Lord of Compasses. You've gotten very at home with everything. You've learned so many new tricks.
Electrics.
So all these guys, you feel so much more efficient in map reading. You've made new friends. Oh, the loot. All right. Um. He's just you. You have all these new friends and everything. Goes. It's very nice. Uh. It's very nice having you here, but we're being summoned. I need you to
But I
come
was
with
just
me.
on my way back.
You haven't left in 5 days. You've been in the House of Compass.
Oh, he's there getting me. Okay.
Yeah, he's grabbing. He's grabbing you. He's like, all right, we have to go.
Just
And
let me finish this line as I reach forward with my pen.
and he goes, it's your passion is what made us enjoy you so much, but we have to get going. So you all wander up into the keep, and man, I have a real thing for Tabaxi. I just realized that. You're all into the keep, and you're brought into this room, and in the room is uh, Dashin and Magnus, and all of a sudden you hear this heavy plate mail kind of chinging in as this very familiar Tabaxi walks in, and it's head detective Tin from the sewer incident, completely in a general's full plate, as he grabs a seat at the table with you. So, do you all know why you're here?
No.
Someone
I
has
just lightly
daddy?
say no.
No, I hope it's quick because I have a map to finish.
Well, what you're about to do, you get to draw all the maps. As Tin just kind of stands, he goes, "I know this is kind of urgent, but and you see Magnus kind of hit you. He goes, "This is that stuff I was telling you about with the swamp. Don't forget." He goes, "We're here because we have a real issue going on. We have the front lines at a full dead stalemate." He goes, "We don't know what to do. We can't keep fighting up there, and we need to start discovering more of this world. The southern division, we have no idea what's going on. We can try and flank. We keep getting reports of that masked man you guys reported of at the ruins. Wherever he pops up, these ends pop up. So we imagine if we get him, that'll drop the whole front line. We still have the issue to the north with the orcs and their stronghold that they made with the Bloodborns. And from what we're hearing now, is we have a whole bunch of freelancing ship owners, and that's why you're seeing the surge of residents coming in now. Is anyone can get a ride out here? You don't need an invite, and this is leading to a lot of piracy, which we're having issues with at sea. I've come here with all these issues I have to see what you guys think we should do. Dashin and Magnus here, I hold you all in very high regards. Especially Dixon here talks so much about you all. So, if you guys all want to put your heads in, what do we want to do?
Do I know anything more from looking
From
on the maps?
from
than
pretty
what
much
they've
those
really
5 days you were there, that swamp thing I told you, you realized was the best thing that you found to get out and around. You were just pretty much learning all the tricks and everything that they had to teach you for the rest of the time. Probably like day 4 was the day you noticed the thing with the swamp.
Okay. Okay, I'll bring up the swamp and going through. If our goal is to get to the behind enemy lines, I guess.
You have that. We can go to the front. If that's your plan, you can go through this swamp. You have the option to go to the front line. We have full exploration of the south still. We have no idea what's down there. Or you can try and sail north and find landfall up in Bloodwork territory and see if you can come around that way. The swamps we've never had any luck with. When we get close, we usually... It's not so much the Ents or something like that, it's the overall danger of the creatures out there. Scouting parties haven't come back.
I say we go south.
What's the overall goal of the Corps?
Is to explore this world, but at this point, getting this fucking guy in the mask off of us helps too. But anything you choose helps the Corps one way or the other. What we're going to do is, Fabian, you are now promoted as a Lord of the Compass, of Head of Cartography for the Adventure Corps. As Dashing looks up, he goes, "Yeah, you're in charge of it all now, being one of them." As he looks at Magnus and rolls his eyes, but he goes, "You will be drawing all the maps of the world. This is for you to explore and to defy for the rest of your life."
I break down in tears.
Well, it's all right, buddy.
I'm just so happy.
Clean yourself up, man. Let's just get south so you can draw more in your pictures.
I don't want to clean myself up.
But we're at a loss here, so it's whatever you guys decide you want to do. Is
My
what we
vote's
do.
yes.
What was that, Mesh? I'm sorry.
My vote's been cast.
You want to go south and explore?
Yeah.
Everyone
I
else?
agree with Mesh.
So we have two prominent options: south or go through the swamp. The good thing about going through the swamp is it frees up resources from the rest of the Corps. If that's the overall goal.
If you guys find a way through that swamp and get behind them and off that fucking masked motherfucker, we believe the front line will drop. And we can move forward. But whatever it is, they don't want us out of this fucking forest. No matter where we shift the army, he's always there. It's like he's got a bird's eye view on us. No offense, Dixon.
What if we make a fake army? Go one way with the fake army and then go the other way with the actual real army.
Aren't we the fake army?
No, but another fake army.
Where do you get a fake army?
Magic. The thing that the bird can do. Dixon.
I'm very impressed that you believe I could do all this, but summon an entire army is a little out of my gate of power.
Then get more of you.
There is only one of me.
Well, have we tried opening up talks with the native population?
The trees, you could go try and talk to it as much as you want.
Well, I'm sure that they're sentient to some degree.
Yes, it's the sentient of they bring the giant fucking branch down and crush your skull.
I mean, when you look at it like that, sure, it doesn't seem like they're very smart, but there might be a way to, like, communicate or figure out why they're doing it.
We had a guy try that once. His name was Doug. Actually, you can go ask Doug how it worked out for him. Oh, Doug's dead.
Okay. Oh, shit. I was going to ask where he was.
Are they barbaric like I am?
They've
Bring
just...
them women.
Do we know how to sex a tree?
Sure.
Have we tried fire?
It's the ground. It's been wet lately. We can't get anything. We've been clearing out as much as we clear out. That through it just brings more back. We've burnt down good sections of the forest, and then you go back and the entire forest is regrown.
Well, I would try personally to either break through and figure out what's on the other side, or try and open up communications with this druid, see if he's open to talking at all.
He wasn't very keen on talking when me and him ran into each other last time. As Dixon rubs his shoulder, he got a lucky hit on me. It won't happen again.
Can't we have someone turn into a bug and then go through the forest and find out?
We've sent scouting groups of the druids out before, but this forest talks to each other too quick. They swatted the birds out of the sky. We've had one guy get eaten by an eagle. Then that eagle got eaten by a rock. So we're not sure if the other eagle was an informant and the rock. It's getting very confusing out there.
At this point, Mesh turns around and looks towards the door, folds his arms.
Sorry if I missed it. What was the south option? Because I know
This-
going to.
Just they have no idea what's south yet. It's
So
just
you don't navigate at all.
no. We have no exploratory. What you see on the map is there's a tree line right there, and just a few towers and a wall. No one's gone south yet. We just tried marching west, and everyone got tied up west. East. Sorry, east. West gets a little wet.
Vivian, imagine the maps you could draw. Uncharted territories. You'll be the first.
I already am.
You'll be the first again!
And again, well, if we were to go south, I would recommend that we just pull out of the eastern front. If we can't make it through, why keep losing people there, or just pull out of the forest in general if we can?
If we don't want to lose our foothold. We've gained quite a bit, and we've just hit this stalemate at the end.
Listen, there could be something very valuable in the south. We could find something no one knows. If all we have to do is take a few days' travel, see what's there. And there we go.
I stand up and slow waddle over to Mesh, and I'll look at everyone and say, I agree!
Vivian, I vote to go to the swamp because I found it.
You also cried, we can't have soft people in charge of where to go.
Mesh
True,
snarled.
Krug, but we know there is fighting that way.
Makes a valid point. I also vote for the swamp. If this enemy isn't open to talks or anything like that, let's just take the fight to them.
Seems as though we're left to one vote. As Mesh snarled.
I'm like debating this and thinking about the swamp and looking down at my nice boots.
My only concern is that we might be losing people on that front every day, and the faster we get that resolved, the less we lose.
Plus, if the front is open,
Really not a
there's
consideration
more
for me.
trade, which means more money for us.
Trade with who? Wait, no. I mean, yes, trade.
And Crunk, remember, fighting.
I'm okay if I don't fight for a little bit. As I kind of look down and shuffle.
Hey, Dixon just kind of looks over and goes, "What in the fuck?" And he knocks on your shoulder. Beldrick, you have healing word, right?
Yes, I do. I just got it.
The two of us are gonna do a duo that he taught you. We'll play together in healing word. We'll both cast healing word on whatever Frunk.
I even used level 2. What the hell?
Does that mean I healed for 9?
You healed for 6, 11.
That's a very confusing way to look at that.
How it
I'm
does
trying
the
to figure-
yeah. So 2, 6. All right, so that's 20, and that's 29. You healed for 29.
Okay, so I was at 1 hit point?
Mhm.
So I'm at 30 now?
Yeah, so you now kind of have movement of your body back.
Yay!
Oh, I should have just done a cure wounds. That would have been so much more.
Cast your do cure wounds.
Crunk, drink this.
Healing drought? Doesn't drought mean it goes away?
All I know is all
It's
I
a
know is
drop.
like all this is going, and now Beldrick just walked up to you and touched you.
I just put my hand on your shoulder and say soothing words. It's fine. Just accept it.
Rubs your shoulders awkwardly.
Well, I need you all to decide. What is the final decision? Are you going
I'm at
south?
49 now.
Are you going south, or are we going through the swamp? Well, you're going through the swamp. My ass ain't touching that shit.
Well,
Voted
if we
south.
go through the swamp, the little man, Fibian here, he needs to sit on my shoulders.
I'm
can't get
voting
stuck in the mud.
south.
We're going south?
I'm adamantly
Yay!
voting south.
Yes!
It just occurred to my characters that there might be alligators in the swamp.
All right.
Way to ruin that for me.
Crunk literally goes, yes! And goes to high five Mesh. I don't know if you'll reciprocate that or not.
Mesh looks over his shoulder and throws an elbow.
And throws what?
Throws an elbow over to meet your hand.
Yes!
Well, then I guess it's decided to go south.
You're going to head south. Okay, excellent. So you guys just try to path out, and maybe you'll find a way out of the forest. We had boats run the coast. There's no beaching to land. Everything's kind of elevated. So you're going in completely blind.
Also, I blame this entirely on Moon for giving me PTSD about alligators. Because I was about to say swamp, and I was like, wait a second, there's alligators in the swamp.
I didn't want to bring it up.
I was
I knew
so
exactly.
hoping you just went.
I almost did. I had to glance at my character sheet and saw this thing I put in there.
Alright, so you guys tell him that you guys want to go south. He goes, okay. Well, we're going to take into the account of this swamp you talk about. Do you mind drawing it for us on the map, Mr. Fibian? We're going to try and put together another group to send through the swamp then. Ooh. Oh, this is very nice. I see why you are now the head of the Adventure Course cartography. This is excellent work.
That line's not straight enough, but it'll do.
Well,
He
All
Oh.
very rushed.
well, so you did excellent. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Gather up your goods and your rations, and let us know when you're ready to go south. We'll send word to the towers that you're coming.
Will we get any funds for supplies?
Hold on.
I know, Mew. Matt's being greedy.
Alright. Roll
Ow,
me.
you little shit! Stop biting me. Oh,
This
Sorry.
is gonna depend. Sell. Right now, you're gonna get your allowance from the Adventure Corps. try and sell the city of Belavesh in the Lords of Compass to give you money too. And I'll try and sell it to me, and I'll tell you if you get the roll with advantage or disadvantage, or advantage or just regular.
Okay. I'll go in front of the court for the Compass Lords and be like, "This is completely uncharted territory. We're gonna need all these supplies." I start just listing off different types of parchment, things like that that we need, or that I specifically need in order to make these maps to the best quality.
Alright, so for those guys, I'll give you advantage.
I was also going to try and add, thinking of all the food, tent, beasts of burden, maybe, to carry all of our many things and any artifacts we bring back with us.
Which roll
all the
cartography
logistics.
for?
You said the roll with advantage.
On a persuasion.
Oh. I want the other roll.
Could I roll persuasion?
Alright, the lords of Compass really don't have a lot of money. They can't really offer you anything. But I will let you two go in together on talking to the city. As Captain Tin is. Man, he really doesn't work as Captain Tin. He was okay as Investigator Tin. Go ahead, sell your story to him.
It's a very similar story. I add in what Adam was mentioning as well. Being like, we need people to come with us to help carry things. We need rations, extra money for those.
Roll regular, but actually, roll with advantage because you have Adam. On another persuasion.
What's your charisma or persuasion, Adam?
+5.
Can Adam roll it? If you want me to roll, I can roll too.
If you want to assist him, go ahead. Just in case you're rolling that one and fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah, I didn't even roll with advantage.
Good job! Good job!
Oh, wait, was I supposed to roll with advantage?
Yes.
So I'll let you roll. No, roll it with advantage, and if you get a nat 20, I'll let you cancel out his nat 1. Nope.
Nah.
Okay.
He also got a nat 1.
I love how it happens every time as I say it. It seems to be a reoccurring thing. So, Adam, as you're selling the story and everything, and you're coming in and you're getting everything going, Fabian walked away, and he starts walking over to the group, and you stop talking, and right as you stop talking, Matt goes, I think we almost conned them out of their money, so we got a little bit of extra. And you just kind of turned because the room was dead silent right as you said that. Did you hear that? And Tin just shakes his head. He goes, I can't give you nothing. So you guys will all get your 600 gold allowance from the Adventurer Corps, though.
Could I get this in platinum? Like, gold's pretty heavy.
It's gold coins. They're just worth 100. It's kind of
you each get 600?
Yep.
Oh. I have so much money now. Holy.
Wait, how much did we get?
Everyone gets a $600 allowance before you leave.
I'm going to visit a magic shop.
That's a good idea.
Alright. If whatever shopping you guys want to do for the rest of the night, it's probably what we'll do now. Because I didn't know which way you guys were all going to go. And, of course, the only map I made was a swamp with alligators.
Well, Nesh is going to go back.
Not only did it... you know what? I'll save that monster for later. Won't even give him away. Where are you headed, Mesh?
Down to the lower arcana to that shop that I found that staff that grants me an extra second level spells.
It gives you +1. Gives you +1 to all your attacks, and then gives you an extra second level slot every 2 days.
Yes. And I will attempt to persuade him down.
Alright, roll. Give me your sales pitch, and I'll let you know if it's worth advantage or not. You get advantage or not. Oh, well, welcome back. One of the stabs tickle your fancy?
Perhaps. He will find me a problem.
I remember you like these 2 dragon staffs, and he lays them back out on the counter.
Not that one, as I cast aside the other.
You don't have to be so rude. It's delicate work.
Of course. It's all delicate.
It is
You're
fine.
pretty quiet again, Gary.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
I'm sorry?
You're getting quiet again.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this mic. Better?
A little bit. It should work for now.
See, hang on.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, because I'm right fucking...
Okay. I should have bought you a headset for Christmas instead of mesh.
So, when I cast the staff aside, it didn't like throw it. Just kind of like pushed it aside. Well, this one here, however, it does pique my interest.
It is a wonderful and magical staff.
Oh.
Yes.
But,
Oh, here it goes. Yes.
oh, what goes? Can you tell me what I'm going to say?
You're here to barter.
Perhaps.
Go ahead and sell me your pitch.
There are these few markings that should not be on this staff. This dragon does not look quite like the other, whereas they should be both the same. Therefore, I fear for its authenticity.
He starts to take an evaluation. Roll me a deception check. Maybe. As he holds up the other staff and he's trying to compare the dragons to each other. He's a little hungover from the night before. You can kind of tell. He's like, yeah, maybe they are different. But I'm almost sure that salesman's never wrong. If it is unso, what's it still worth to you?
You originally asked 1,200. Am I correct?
Yes, this is 1,200. Even if it's unauthentic, I'm charging for the magical content more than the craftsmanship.
Well, 1,200 is still right. For something of this quality, I will give you no more than 8.
I'll say 1,000. But here we'll roll me a persuasion. He's gonna roll against your persuasion. If it isn't right, if I could just unload it real quick. Okay, well, you seem like a good fella. You give me 8. We don't bring up the authenticity or any of that. We keep it quiet. I'll let it go for 8, and you just let it go.
Perhaps until every one of them is dealing awful.
I would be very careful who you begin to threaten, my friend. This weapon you are bartering for is nothing but a trinket to me in some of the weapons I hold. So
Then,
before we begin idle threats, I'd think about what you say.
in that case, I'll give you the ear. Why don't you show me what else you have?
He goes, do you want to see the good shit? As he reaches back and he pulls back a curtain, he goes, this is the good shit. Do you see the eyes in your staff and how they're empty on the dragon? He goes, did you know that the alchemists have been working on ways to build gems that enhance enchantments? And you insert them in the slots.
Yes.
So you take this, and he grabs one off of the shelf, and he pops it into the eye socket. And he goes, this one gives you the ability to cast any illusion you choose by just a tap of your staff on the ground. Go ahead and try.
I'll tap it.
What do you want to appear?
A greater blue dragon.
That's a little too big.
All right. Well,
It's a minor illusion.
A baby blue dragon.
Alright, so a little wormling kind of pops up on the ground, and you're looking at it, and it's just the way you imagine in your head. You're like, hey, do a trick. And it like stands up and all.
Time.
It would have to be silent image if it moves.
This is the only time you'll see mesh actually smile.
Minor illusion stuff can't move around.
Yeah, they just kind of sit in place, I think.
Yeah, you can make it like a boulder with minor illusion, but with silent image, you can make a creature that moves around.
Alright, we'll say silent image you put in there.
Yeah, that's a first level spell. I have the both.
This is the first time that you've seen mesh smile.
And as you start to smile, he pops the gem out of the eye socket. He goes, that is one of my lowest gems. I'd let it go for a nice 600 gold. But it's just the power of what gems can do. When you come back with some real money, and not so cheap, I will show you the bigger stuff.
Don't assume anything's cheap. But of course, our paths will cross again today,
I don't plan on moving out of the city, my friend.
and I will plan to see you again at some point.
You'll have a good night.
And I reluctantly reaches out to shake his.
And he reaches out and shakes his, as just the real fine drow. He just kind of really tries to stand tall, like he had won something. While in his other hand, he's flicking the gem between his fingers.
All right,
That's it for you. Anyone else want to do any type of shopping?
I want to get some. I want to look at armor.
Alright, so as you're
I'll do mine last.
as you're making your way into the lower bit of the town and everything, into the crafting district, you look down and you see at the smashing grab is a giant fleet of guards as they're all screaming at the building for Zach to come out with his hands up, as his brother's just laying there with his arm in a cast outside. I imagine you just try to look the other way and keep walking.
Yeah, I try to avoid the main road so no one can see me, but still look casual.
As you're coming down, you run into the armor smith that was I don't know if you remember when John walked around with whoever it was, the giant Goliath. Who
No, I don't.
He ran the studded leather and everything down there. They had a little forge going and shit.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I don't care. That's what just tasted. So he's in the crafting district. He's in his little hut doing his work. He has a He has a human who's running around as his apprentice, trying to keep up with all the work. Everything's banging. The heat's just really going in there. Hey, well, Matt, what can I do for you, lad?
I want to look at your best armor.
What kind do you need?
Strong armor.
Strong. Like what? I have plenty of strong. I have strong, studded leather. Very good. We have full plate that the grandest knight would wear.
Let's see here. I'm proficient in medium. Light. Okay. Is medium armor metal?
Allie,
What?
if you want something to go with like your current ability, you might want to look into like bracers of defense or something.
What are those?
It just gives you a plus bonus to your AC when you're wearing no armor.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
you're-
barbarians usually want to be naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
'Cause then
if
that'll
my
work
my
with-
AC right now is 15, but if I can get armor that boosts it above 15,
Like the bracers of defense that would boost you to 17.
I will look for those. Do you have bracers of defense?
That would be more of an enchanted thing. In the other district, I'm going to give you an address to run over to. You want to go see my friend? He's about 2 buildings over. He does with all the enchantments. He's a good friend of mine. Gnome or a dwarven guy. Goes by the name of Strongbeard. Iron Strongbeard.
Okay. And can you make my sword better? And I pull out my bastard sword.
That's also something for Strongbeard. I do mostly in leather.
Oh, okay. I will head over to Strongbeard. I will mosey on over now.
You come in. Strongbeard's got a straight forge going. You see the weapons and everything are fucking really cooking. Hey, oi! Well, Matt, welcome to Strongbeard's. We've got everything you need, from magic to the strongest weapon you could do.
That sounds great! I am looking to make my sword better and to find bracers of defense.
What do bracers of defense do?
Plus
Plus
2
two.
to AC if you're wearing no armor.
Hey, let me take a look at your sword here. As he's looking down, he goes, "It's pretty dull in spots. I could sharpen this up and hit it with a layer. Just mix it up, reforge it. I can do something good with this for about 900 gold. But those braces of defense are getting a little hard to come by these days. That would be. I'm going to say I can get you your braces of defense for about 2,100 gold."
Can everything be 2,100?
The lowest I'll go is 25.
How about 21 and I help around the store?
Yeah, you have enough apprentices as it is.
I am good with muscle work. I am like a mule. I flex my muscles.
You're still 21 for the braces. I come down to my lowest at 3. It'll be 2,400, so that's only $300 and all my work to the sword.
I will do 2,100 for the sword and for the bracers, and I will keep my sword the way it is.
Yeah.
I have 21.25 on me, so it'll leave me with 25 gold.
Is that including the 600 you just got?
Yes.
I'm sure if you asked somebody, might be able to lend you 200 gold.
So he does the exchange. He goes, enjoy them.
I will, thank you.
Now I have to make another set. They take so long. Getting someone to enchant them is impossible. Well, enjoy your day.
I will, you as well, thank you.
Alright, anyone else need to get anything done? You guys want to get ready to call it a night?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I want to go ahead and go. If you guys just want to wrap up shopping and stuff.
Did you want
Yeah.
to do yours right now,
See.
Dylan?
Huh?
Did you want to do your shopping right now?
I don't particularly have anything I want to buy.
No +1 armor or anything like that?
This is pretty much when you guys all get your +1 stuff.
I can't afford that.
You just got a +1 loot.
That's one of the reasons why I can't afford it. Also because I'm too poor.
Alright, Dylan, before you go, you're all level 5 next week.
Yay!
Yes.
Whoa! Da 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 da. I'm
Oh
sorry.
god. Mesh gets fireball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, is there any special things with our stats at level 5, or it just depends on our race and our? Yes.
There you go. That's
You know what you get, Allie?
Huh?
You get another attack. You get 2 attacks around.
Yay!
yeah, I'll let you know, Justin, if I think of anything
Mm-hmm.
for next week.
That's fine. This way gives me a chance to make up whatever the fuck's south.
Yeah, and because I don't know if I'm gonna buy a +1 sword or not, but I may buy a silvered sword.
Silver's nice. Really, Dylan, I strongly consider armor.
Well, I might.
No,
Maybe I'll buy a
Dylan might have the
+1.
right idea with the issues you've been having.
Right. I feel like this is gonna be a running theme.
Especially
But-
for Dylan.
Also, I just bought studded leather armor not long ago. I'm with the 16 AC. I could get like +1 studded leather and go up to 17 AC, which wouldn't be bad.
Hey, it's harder to hit.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Level 5,
Alright,
everything hits
alright.
harder.
But I'm
I was gonna say the only way I could get better armor is with like bracers at this point.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you know where to get them.
And
Bracers
they're
work different in
expensive.
D&D, Adam.
Wait, what was that?
Bracers work different in D&D.
Oh,
You can get like ring of protection in that still, I believe.
okay, then yeah, I'd probably have to find one of those.
Just a heads up, anything that adds AC is stupid expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Blew all my money.
Yeah, the only thing I'm going to buy is a simple short sword as like a side weapon, but other than that, nothing.
get a silvered one.
So I would like to buy a silvered one. It is very fancy.
Everything is now out of stock in silver.
Storage going on. So everything's 3 times as expensive.
Oh, and how much? Like seriously though, how much is a mount?
You're not getting one.
Oh, okay.
There, you just don't get one. There is no amount.
I'm carrying around 200 pounds of equipment. I can't justify this.
I can
There's
carry
fan-
one for you.
No one wants. One guy makes his own fanny packs of holding.
You know, I guess I'll have to get a bag of holding one day.
Bag of holdings are decently cheap for a smaller one. They're about 800 gold.
Shit, that's like all of my gold right now. I'm gonna have to hold off on that one.
I have a bag of holding. They're great.
I wish. Alright, well, I'm gonna head off, guys.
Hi, man. Talk to you.
Alright, bye, Adam.
Good night,
See you guys.
Adam.
Right.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, I don't think I can get anything at level 5, but I do. It's not a subclass
Yeah.
feature, it's a base class feature.
Now you do even more stabbies.
I was gonna say, I think your sneak attack goes up too at level 5.
It does, but I also get uncanny dodge, where I can use my reaction to have any damage against me.
that is fucking sweet.
That's pretty good.
You guys
Mhm.
do so much damage, but everything punches you for so much damage.
I'm gonna wait on my level up too because I'm actually thinking of multi-classing wizard.
Alright.
So I'll think about that during the next week. So I'm fairly certain I'm gonna
Fanny.
do it. I just don't know at what level I'm gonna switch over.
I need to get to level 7 before I can multi-class, because I want to make my mechanical servant.
Well, that's the thing. What's the thing with the class I've got right now? Multi-class an arcane trickster and a wizard is not terrible because at level 9 of arcane trickster you get freaking basically like sneak attack spell. It doesn't do damage, but it gives any save they've got to make, they roll with disadvantage.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so if I attack from hiding with a fireball or whatever, and they got to make a dex save, it's a dex save with a disadvantage.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I think I got to go at least level 9 before I can multi-class the full benefit with a
Well,
wizard.
I'm telling you, with what you do with your swings, you want at least level 5 in rogue just so you can go swing, 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 swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gives you an extra attack too, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Level 5, everyone gets an extra attack. It feels like.
Not everybody.
No, I
Well,
don't
I
think
mean-
I do. It's mostly the warrior classes, I think, but I think my psychic damage just keeps going up, so it gets higher and
does.
higher.
The 3d6 sneak attack damage at your level is pretty huge.
Yeah. Because you're getting it every goddamn attack, basically, or you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh shit, I
Alright.
gotta end all this shit.
I'm out.
Alright, hope you guys had